Hi everyone, here with a review of a movie that I didn't think I was gonna watch, but I was ultimately curious about it because everyone said, a lot of great things about it when it came out back in 2020, and that is The Invisible Man, uh, which stars Elizabeth Moss and is directed by a guy named Lee One-Hall. And yeah, this is an interesting one because I didn't see it when it came out. It came out in February of 2020, and we all know what happened a month later after that. COVID happened, the pandemic, massive shutdown, movie theaters shut down. You couldn't go and see a movie in a theater for a little while during those, few months of lockdown. And when it came out on digital, I didn't check it out. I didn't check it out because it was just, I thought it was just another, you know, poor attempt at trying to revive these classic monster movies that were a big deal in like the 40s and 50s with stuff like Dracula, Frankenstein, um, that stuff. And like I just ultimately like was not interested because they tried that. They tried that with The Mummy and Dracula Untold, although I kind of like that movie. Um, even though it has problems. And they tried and they failed. But this movie, I ultimately did check it out. I checked it out Wednesday, or no, not Wednesday, not last week. It was yesterday. Checked it out yesterday, and I was impressed. In fact, I would go as far to say that this is a perfect remake of a classic movie. And I've seen the original The Invisible Man movie, and it was based off of an H.G. Wells book, and it is in the science fiction genre. So it has all the makings of something that I would watch. And so I watched it, and yeah, I got nothing bad to say about this. This is a great horror science fiction movie. This is up there with the best. The plot of it, which revolves around, Elizabeth Moss's character, Cecilia, trying to get in and out of a toxic relationship with this guy by the name of Adrian, who is the invisible man. And, the guy is wealthy. He lives like in a penthouse, kind of in the woods. But he has like all this high tech stuff in his house, and the guy like is smart. He can like make stuff. He's really good with technology, and that's how he attained his wealth. And so you have Elizabeth Moss in bed with him, and then she, while he's asleep, she sneaks off. She sneaks off, jumps the fence, gets into her car, uh, and with her sister, and they drive out. And he actually tries to, try to get her back, like charging through and breaking the glass window of the car. But they drive off safely, and he just watches as they leave. Weeks later, she's with a family, a father and daughter who are friends of hers, and they're just watching out for her. So they offer her to like stay in their place, and then time passes, and she learns that he died, and that didn't happen. He pretty much faked his death, and now he's just haunting her uh, by using this crazy weird technology, this suit that he built that can make him invisible. And so right there, you have something that's just like really cool. Like everything about it, like when you see him inside the suit when he like shows up, it's like cool. It looks like it has this weird science fiction look to it. It's like a second skin the way it like kind of looks on the character. And yeah, he's just like tormenting her and scaring her, and like anyone that's close to her, he like punishes, he hurts, he with physical violence, and possibly the suit probably gives him enhanced strength. So every punch, every kick, it feels brutal. And yeah, there's like a lot of great moments in this movie, a lot of great suspense. The music is great, and it's ultimately a story about abusive relationships, domestic violence, and yeah, the toxicity involved in that, and all of that is done really well with this modern approach to it, and that's what I loved about it because they were able to update a classic story through that modern point of view of being involved in a toxic relationship and trying to fight your way out of it and, and getting out of there. I won't say anything about the ending, but I mean, even though it came out in 2020, I still feel like for this movie in particular, I don't want to say anything about the ending because it was it was amazing how it ended. It was a really great ending, and yeah, everything about this movie is to me high caliber. This is one of the best movies in horror and in science fiction. It's a Blumhouse movie, and sometimes I'm a little iffy when it comes to Blumhouse movies. Like I didn't really care about the Halloween movies, the updated ones that take place, years and years after the first movie. I didn't care for that, and I don't really care about seeing their Exorcist movie. I just don't care. But this movie in particular, uh, The Invisible Man, I, uh, I got nothing but praise for this one. This is an amazing thriller. The writing is great. The screenplay, everything is and it's simple too. It doesn't look like this movie costs a lot of money, like maybe 30 million or 20 million, but it's not. It's really they did well with the budget because it's simple. The CG that they use for the Invisible Man, it's probably minimal, and yeah, it's just it's just a really great movie. There's a scene in the hospital that is just magnificently uh, choreographed, blocking everything. It's just an amazing set piece moment that really made me think, damn, this movie this movie has got it where it counts. It's an amazing movie, and the themes of abusive relationships and getting out of them, it works because the Invisible Man, the Adrian character, he manipulates people. Like it doesn't matter. Like he'll just get inside your head and he'll just manipulate you, make you feel like shit, and then if that doesn't work, he'll just beat the shit out of you. Uh, just a really good villain, that is a villain. There's nothing, it's just a straight up villain. And I like that where, because think the movies, they do these things with villains where they try, oh, he had a bad, upbringing and this, and now he's doing it because, no. This, again, I like this movie because it's like, no, the Invisible Man is freaking evil. And yeah, this is a great movie. I recommend everyone check it out. The Invisible Man. It's actually on Amazon Prime. That's where I watched it on, and it's up on there on Prime Video. So take a look at it. It's an amazing movie. And if I am gonna score it, I am gonna give this movie a 9.5 out of 10. 9.5 out of 10. The Invisible Man is one of the best movies I have seen, and yeah, I can't believe I missed this movie in 2020 because if I had seen it and just gone in with eyes wide open, I probably would be saying the exact same thing that I'm saying right now. Just an incredible movie, and I encourage everyone to go check it out. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your week, and like and subscribe, and I'll see you then. All right, bye.